it may be that that Na'Vi, you know, feel like this is their worst map, but I think it's more like a confidence issue. Na'Vi used to be terrifying on this map, and there's no reason why they couldn't be as well. But they might have had less practice on it. They might be feeling a little bit less confident, but I don't think they're going to be, you know, anywhere near bad on this map.
No, and if Guardian can continue to, if he maintains this pace, right, if he doesn't burn out after the first map and start dropping low, I mean, sure, you still have players to pick up the slack, like Flamey, like Edward, you know, but the impact that Guardian can have on this map, he could change the game himself, by himself.
And look at this, Freakazoid in the middle, picking one, picking two, Edward and Guardian both down. Great start in Freakazoid. He wants to fight and almost wins it against Zeus. Look, he's down to 12th health. And now smoke goes up. Not going to cover the whole cross there, but they're inside the B-bomb site. And this should not be a winnable round. Shroud will take down Zeus, and now Flamey 1v4. If they don't fight him, they win 100% of the time. If they fight him, they probably still win 80% of the time here. Flamey going to pick up one, and now it's a 1v3. He's got no kit. He's got no grenades, and they are going to go for the safer option here. And that's smart. Good call on Cloud9 right now.
Like the only real option, right? Play it safe. Safety in numbers at this point. Like pack animals, basically. And Flamey, is he going to get declawed? Does he hold on to his Kevlar? Doesn't look like it. Oh, although he does win the duel versus Sean Gares, he will get caught by nothing in the end. So no saving. And Cloud9. There we go. The crowd's starting to make some noise. Cloud9 get that strong start on Dust 2.
I mean, so the difference between, you know, 100% winning the round or 99% winning the round is at this level, when you're at like the you know, the peak of the pro scene, is actually pretty significant. You want to make it 100%. That 99% is not quite good enough, because yeah, 1% if you're playing against a team like Na'Vi, could end up backfiring quite badly. Over at long here, quick trade, and the follow-up grenade could have maybe taken out a couple of people there. Skadoodle and Freakazoid are low. Got to be careful they don't line up for the scout here, and looks like they are not going to be doing just that either. And Skadoodle has one of his own. Cloud9 could easily make this crossover and get the bomb plant quick, and I kind of wish they would.
Yeah, there it is. There's the boost, basically. Guardian's now up on that side. He can try and look above the smoke. Sees he's going to find the shot onto Freakazoid, and Edward now very close to this P250, well within lethal range. Just attempting to find some kind of target through the smoke here. But Guardian will be able to take out Shroud, and the hesitation is costing Cloud9. Guardian going to work. 2 kills now, and that leaves it down to nothing, and he decides to go for the scout. Mano a mano, Guardian. Stand your ground. Take the fight. Nothing, not going to be able to land one just yet. 49 seconds, and the clock is ticking. He needs to get up onto A slope. That's where the bomb is. He needs to make the cross, but 3 players. It's just a firing squad, and Guardian finds the last one. 3 kills for him total in the round, making the difference, and pretty much just snuffing Cloud9.
And I think you had the nail right on the head there, Sumler, because it was the hesitation, slowing down, and I know for a fact that they're going to be hating themselves. I had this conversation with Sean in Cologne. We talked about it. What's the best move against scouts? And nice shot there. Sean not even getting a chance to exit T-spawn, but
Good night, sweet prince.
We had this conversation. What's the best play against scout on Dust 2? And a lot of people now seem to think if you just rush long, smoke the cross, and run straight up and put the bomb down, that's where you get the most out of the round. And they did half of that, and then they just slowed down, and that's where the round kind of ended for them.
Well, nothing to follow it. And now Guardian's in position on A slope as well, so if they go up Cat, Guardian's going to be in a prime spot. They have a single flash on Shroud. They're going to have to make it count. All 4 players gathered up here for Cloud9. There's the flash, there's the cross. Guardian lets them pass, but Zeus is there with the MP7, catches out Freakazoid. Edward going to be rotating in as well. Guardian has spotted out the push, and Skadoodle, just a hail of bullets going in, but Flamey comes out of nowhere, picks up the 1. This is going to turn into basically another slaughter. Na'Vi holding strong with 3 players alive versus a force buy from Cloud9. They're perfectly fine with that because they know there's going to be an eco following it, and so they'll be able to make that money back here.
Oh man, if they could have got the kill on Guardian, that would have been a little bit interesting, but I think you're right. They should be realizing that this is going to be a round where they can make a lot of this money back here. 2-1 in a situation where Cloud9 are already thinking, well, we should have been 3-0 at this point here. Should have had a pretty good lead, but they need to forget about that.
I love how Guardian doesn't even like try and cheat the odds or anything, like aiming left or right. He's so confident in his flicks, he just aims dead middle. He's like, if you peek anywhere within this radius, you're a dead man.
Yeah.
He is just that fast.
That was a real bloodbath over at A-Long. I'm not sure how I mixed up all those letters. But yeah, we'll save inventing new words for after the cast.
2 letters are enough for you, Anders.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no. Well, 5th round here, and a pretty quick move out on Toulon from Cloud9. They don't have an AWP on Skadoodle, which means challenging Guardian is going to be difficult, and Sean Yeah, getting the short end of the stick over there.
And Guardian just being so unpredictable. He's in mid, he's at long cross, he actually takes the fight. Cat pushes aggressive there. He hasn't done that yet, so Cloud9, naturally they get caught off guard by it. And now he's actually looking long, doesn't realize that somebody's waiting in pit, so this could be a little bit tricky here. Shroud could have a golden opportunity to go for a peek and take somebody's face off. He's looking for that peekaboo moment, but he's going to get slammed down by Flamey. And now Freakazoid trying to speed up. He's just a second too late. Zeus wins that duel, and it's just going to come down to nothing in Skadoodle. Last two alive. No AWP for Skadoodle, and, well, nothing. Chucks out that flash. Not really effective. I mean, it keeps Guardian ducking for a second, but then 4 players are here for Na'Vi.
I don't think that was... I mean, that round could have been played better. It's really tough when they lose that entry frag, but once Shroud is in the pit and he sees 3 people pushing down A long, he can actually just call for a teammate and say, can someone please just flash over the wall? There's no skybox there anymore. Someone flash over for long. You can do it all the way from out here. It's no problem. And then he can go and take the peak. But taking the fight against 3 people like that is a big risk, and I don't think that was necessary. Zeus here, grenade and MP7 follow up, and they are getting slaughtered once again.
Yeah, both Shangairs and Freakazoid down to like 20 HP. They were stacked when that nade went in there. No Kevlar to mitigate the damage either. And while nothing, that bomb is on the other side. You're going to have to make the play here, mate. Tries to stand out, tries to find the shot, and he will get the headshot on Zeus. So revenge for his fallen mates. And Flamey's fairly low as well, so he has to play careful. But then Edward just comes rushing in, no respect, takes nothing out, and that's a 5-1 scoreline now for Na'Vi. And we're getting into the danger zone. 10,000 plus on Guardian, 10,000 on Seized. They've got ops for days. Like, how do you get it to the point now where Guardian doesn't have money to buy an op?
I don't know. I'm trying to think what a really good play is. I mean, if Skadoodle can win this fight in the middle against Guardian, that would be amazing. And there
nice.
It is. Takes him out. And that's the kind of start. And you can hear the crowd. They know the significance of that shot as well. Zeus will go down. Flamey will go down. Shroud and Freakazoid teaming out over and long to get the opening frags there. But Edward, being very sneaky here in the middle, just crouching through the smoke. He's heard one guy pass him. He knows the A-bomb side is lost. Is he going to be able to run out long? Did he hear Skadoodle running back there? I'm not sure.
Might have heard him now. And it looks like he's going to wrap back around to Cat. So this is a little bit tricky now. It might be a situation where Na'Vi, they just want to back off and save. That would be the smart decision to go for. Even if you have mountains of cash, it doesn't hurt to save. Exactly. If you can hold on to an AWP, that's $47,000 you just saved.
Do you have like a gold-plated AWP, Samler?
I was thinking Swedish kroner, bro.
$47,000 AWP. Diamond scope. Well, Edward and Seized are left, and yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. It'd be great if they can save one of the expensive rifles, even if they have a lot of money. You don't want to run out. And there's that nuclear bomb.
Fire and flames. And so now Cloud9, well, they're going to be able to start picking up a little bit of momentum, but...
What?
What? Okay, then. That's a really expensive way to spend your money.
He's going to hold on to it as well. I love it.
Well, okay then, Seized. He's just hoping for a B-rush. He's like, you know what? They've gone A so many times now. They've gone A so many times. I swear they're going to come here. I swear.
Seized has been watching Rambo, and he's thinking, well, I'm in America now. I'll show them how it's done. It's the Russian Rambo coming through. He's not going to get it. Oh, it's so close. It could have been. It could have worked. He's got the bandana and everything. Sean is going to be falling back, and he's in a pretty awful 1v3 with the bomb down here, trying to see if he can fight it out. Seized. He's actually swapped for the AK, and I'm hugely disappointed. Very sad. Sean moving up. He goes down to Edward. What a round.
That was so silly. He's just like, I'm going to make this work.
Can somebody please Photoshop Seized face onto Rambo with the, you know, the big light machine gun there? I like that.
Oh man, but this is a real problem now. Cloud9 again, no consecutive round wins. They're not breaking Na'Vi's money, and now Guardian takes out Shroud, who's running down suicide. That makes sense, but Guardian, this is a bait. Edward, he's gone, but then Guardian's already locked in. If Skadoodle goes for the peak, and there you go, Freakazoid baits. That's so sick. Great teamwork and communication there between both of those players.
Yeah, very nicely done. Just making sure that they can at least get a bit of control in the middle. Still be nice if they can force Guardian all the way back so that he's not going to be a threat there anymore. The meat bombs, in the meantime, they haven't really gone much for B, so maybe it's time they actually do test out the strength of the defense over here. Who knows? Maybe Seized is going to be a bit sleepy now that he doesn't have that Negev anymore. Spraying down and actually gets a good shot there, and a second one with the last few bullets, looking for the triple with the pistol, and finally replied. But Flamey's now shown up, and backup is coming quick. They're being flanked extremely fast by Zeus as well, and it doesn't even matter because Flamey's going to get the kill and a double. So no entry at all for Cloud9 now. They're 5 rounds behind, and it probably is about to get worse as they have no money to buy.
15,000 on Edward as well. So
I actually want to see Cloud9 be a lot faster here. I think the slow play is really hurting them. I want to see them like go for an A rush and then keep going, or go for a B split but do it real fast and don't slow down until you have the bomb down.
Oh, and here they go, straight through mid. Guardian misses the shot. He's at risk. The flash is going to go through. He's completely blind, and Shroud run and gun, and Edward is there to save his life. Guardian still lives, and he drops Freakazoid as well. And that leaves it down to Skadoodle. He's got 12 HP. And the thought was there, Anders. The thought was there. But you kind of want to see them do this with rifles.
Yeah, I really do. I think slowing down right now, they don't have to do it for, you know, 6 rounds in a row, but just get a couple of rounds in where Na'Vi feel like the pace is changing, and they have to change up their style a little bit. Because right now, Guardian is just running all over the map and looking for picks, and the rest of Na'Vi have no trouble. I mean, as soon as anything happens, they throw out a couple of counter flashes, and Cloud9 slow down, and then they can call in the heavy artillery, and Guardian, you know, they just wheel that cannon into place, and then it's all bad again.
Can you hear it? YOLO! Straight out on long, and nothing gets the headshot. Takes out Flamey. There's the opening. No time wasted at all. They could go into a very fast A-split, but the early rotation coming out from Na'Vi, they're going to try and get clever here. Edward boosted up, and he gets the headshot on Freakazoid. So sick. Drops that bomb as well, so now Na'Vi know what's up. And they've already got C's going for the flank. He's going to go jumping straight into Skadoodle, and that's actually a bit of a lucky break. Nothing manages to take out Edward, and now it's just going to be down to the raid boss himself, Guardian. 1v4 with that AWP. They're going for the jump shots, and he can't hit the flick. Sean Gares will take his face off, and there we have it. A 3rd round on the board for Cloud9.
Yeah, and a round where once they started fighting, they pretty much never stopped. They just kept going all the time, and that's going to make life so much harder for Na'Vi, at least for a while. Now, Na'Vi and Reply have gone for another double-up setup here. See if Skadoodle can manage it, if he's even going to try in the middle. He is set up there, and no one from Na'Vi is going to try and challenge him early on. And now, yeah, a bit of a nip style of defense over at long, where you put down the Molotov, and it's actually supposed to go into long, and then the double grenade. That's something that Nip have done very successfully, and a bunch of teams have adapted.
And the follow-up, Guardian, he's actually going to play it safe. He doesn't want to get it within rush distance. So, smoke down, but there's the flash from Freakazoid. He does catch Flamey off guard, but then counter flash comes out. They do manage to get past that, but Flamey with the angle, and he gets got basically by Shroud. I know, perfect English, thank you. But Shroud through the smoke is going to take out Zeus as well, and now they're starting to wake up here, Cloud9. They're having enough.
Guardian standing in the middle of the ramp, which is a very scary position there. C is going to go down. Now, this might be all up to Guardian. He's essentially in a 1v4. Backup is miles away. If they come for him now, he's going to be alone. But they got the bomb in the middle, and Edward's going to take a kill on nothing. It's back to a 2v3. Cloud9 just have to group up here. Edward going to go down, though. Skadoodle sees the shot, and Guardian, nice shot on Shroud. But they should be able to do this. 1v2, smoke is up here, and another couple of grenades into middle. Going to take the bomb the safe way around, but look how confident and how aggressive the Slovakian player is here. He's already into the middle. Bomb will be going down, and we know how much damage he can do. Looking for the one opening here, flashbang out. He's got the money to fight this. He might as well try and go for it. He goes down to Sean, though, and Cloud9 win the round, 8-4. Very tense moment there. Even in a 2v4, you see just how much damage Na'Vi can do.
Exactly, that you're holding your breath the entire time when Guardian is still alive, because he's just so good right now that you think he can still do this. Yeah, what, 1v3, no problem. He's got this in the bag. Incredible, the pressure that he's putting on Cloud9. And Cloud9 going for a double-op play. Skadoodle and Sean Gare is interesting. We don't see this every day right now, so trying to make use of it, but again, Freakazoid holding long alone. He's going to have the help of Shroud pretty soon, and nicely done. Guardian getting caught out in the open. Now he may be getting a little ahead of themselves here.
Flamey trapped in the corner as well. Freakazoid coming into play. It's been a long time coming. They needed him on Inferno, and he kind of wasn't there, but this double opening is big for the Cloud9 team. Na'Vi's economy is going to be reset if they lose this round. They'll be ecoing, and then Cloud9 have a real chance to get back into it. Zeus walking up, but Shroud again hiding in the pit. And it's going to be taking him out. So now 5v2. This is looking so much better for Cloud9. It's up to Edward and Seized. And even though they're walking right into where they're stacked up, I don't think it's going to be enough here. Seized gets a kill, gets a double, and Edward sprays down. Surely they can group up here. Seized now with the triple, and there's only 2 people left before they make a run for it. And this is a very silly round from Cloud9. There is no reason they had to get this far. They could have just all rushed in and it would have been even better. Instead, they kind of took that fight one at a time.
I'm having flashbacks at this point, though. Again, they go out onto the B site and seized. Now, that nade going off should tell him something. Yep. Realizes he's at the wrong bomb site. He's going to start heading over towards the B. Well, he has no information to go off of. This is an impossible situation for him. Again, just like what Guardian walked into, there's going to be a crossfire established. Skadoodle puts the shot through the doors. That's drawing the attention, and nothing holding close. There. What a shot, though. Takes out Skadoodle, spots out nothing. This could be it. Oh, my God, seized. Ace clutch for him. He's got the kid. He's got all the time. What a play. And Cloud9 losing a round that should have been theirs 100% of the time. A 5-on-2 situation, and it's seized with an ace.
Yeah, and that is only possible when they just walk in one at a time. And in my opinion, that is, if you had to put sort of a phrase on it here, the difference between a call and having leadership. Someone should have taken the reins on Cloud9 and said, look, guys, either nobody peeks or we all peek at the same time. But no one would ever make the call to say, hey, let's try and trickle into this bomb site one at a time. But there was probably just a complete lack of communication, which meant every player decided to sort of just play on their instincts, and their instincts were just wrong in this case. That was definitely an awful situation, and they know it as well. This is going to be a really big slowdown, but a nice opening here. Shroud taking out Flamey. Sue's trapped in a corner. They might be able to bring it back here. Freakazoid charging in with the Tech 9, looking for the opening. Going to be bringing down Susan. It's back into a 5v3, although C's still alive there.
Well, the monster is here now, holding on long, and so do Cloud9 commit to this? Edward going to jump up on the cat. He hits the timing perfectly. Nothing, sprayed down. 2-on-3 once again. This is happening. And seized, not sure if he got the information there, not sure if he got the info when the spot comes through, but that flash that goes off, and seized can't really go for the peak. Edward is holding the line, however, he catches out Skadoodle out in the open, and Shroud, Sean Garris, both of them going to leap onto the site. Edward will get caught, but there is seized coming into play, picks up the first man, and now knows that Sean Garris is playing from the site as well. Goes jumping up, but it's not going to happen this time. Sean Garris puts an end to it, and Cloud9 pick up a 5th round.
That is
not sure
terrifying.
If my heart can take this, Anders.
Yeah, it's terrifying, isn't it? Well, for the 15th round, Na'Vi's economy finally breaks, but at least they can still buy armor and a couple of scouts here. And honestly, the way Cloud9 are playing right now, I don't feel too confident here. Out on long, though, they actually will get the... Well, they lose Freakazoid to Flame, even though they were almost triple peeking him then. Seized playing with the 5-7 as they come through. Skadoodle's going to go down. Next in line might be Shroud, but he does survive. It's still a 2v3, and Guardian with a headshot through the smoke onto Shroud, leaving nothing. Far away from the bomb and with no teammates.
All by his lonesome. Rushes up, tries to catch the man off guard. That's going to be Zeus sprayed down. But they're still Guardian, they're still Edward, and both of them are hitting incredible shots right now. There's Guardian taking the peak, overextending somewhat, but he's still buying time. A lot of time on the clock, though, for nothing to play with, but it's not going to matter in the end. Guardian swaps out for the AK and gets the job done versus nothing to close the half at 10-5. Na'Vi with a huge lead going in. And Na'Vi across the board right now. Guardian started off strong, but, 14 Flamies, seized with 12. I mean, they're all in double digits. That's the message here. Whereas everybody on Cloud9 just really struggling. They're all sitting around the single-digit mark.
There were plenty of close rounds in this game, and there were obviously some truly horrific mistakes. That 2v5 is going to haunt them for a very, very long time. And that's where you need a really, really strong leader, someone who will shout at the whole team and say, just stop this right now. We've got time. We've got everything we need. I mean, as soon as they know where one person is, they could just all rotate back to B, and there would have been a flawless victory. Oh man, yeah, that's hard to live down. Second half coming into it here, and Na'Vi going to be rushing straight into the B-bomb side, but Sean is there, picks up one, and it's a shooting gallery, nothing, with a double, with a triple, and now Na'Vi just getting shot down. Bomb dropped in the site here. Cloud9 finally stepping up and taking what's theirs, and Edward, he somehow gets a ridiculous shot through the smoke and takes down Sean, but it's still, I mean, I'm hesitant to say this now, Semler, but there's no way you can win this round.
Yeah, I'm still not going to count it out here. Edward, I mean, we've seen what he's capable of with the pistol. He gets spotted by nothing, though, and that's all the information the Cloud9 need. Now this should be an impossible situation for Cloud9 to lose. There's no element of surprise here for Edward, and they've got all the entrances onto that B side covered. He still has a minute left, so he can try and play around, keep Cloud9 guessing, but there's 2 entrances onto this bomb site. The bomb is dropped out in the middle of nowhere, and they've got the triangle of doom established. So Freakazoid spots out Edward, and now Edward just hoping for him to re-peek, but Freak doesn't even need to. He can let some other player on his team be that first point of contact, and there it is, nothing. quad kill for him.
Yeah, great stuff. And you're right, Freak playing it really well. Why would he be the first one to take the peak? He knows he has to get in and get the bomb. As soon as somebody else sees him, he's instantly in a crossfire, and that's definitely the smarter way to play it there. So 10-6. Scout being picked up on Skadoodle, and mostly submachine guns on everyone else except for nothing. And then it's triple Tech 9 armor on Na'Vi's side, except for Flamey, actually, who's bought a bunch of grenades instead of armor.
And Na'Vi right now are thinking, hey, you remember that time we went to B? We want to do that again.
It went so well.
They're going back to a bit more of a default strat here, putting 4 players in mid, actually leaving long completely unprotected. So this isn't actually super standard, but this could get interesting. Do they let the bomb go alone in upper halls, or are they going to start rotating somebody back? They're just looking for a pick at this point. Zeus trying to get some information on the setup. They realize that Cat is clear, nobody holding here, so what is this telling Na'Vi?
And they're going to put a single smoke into the A-bomb site, probably hoping to distract the player playing in CT spawn, so that way, when they get out middling, Freakazoid sort of is distracted, but he comes into the middle as well, sprays down Guardian and wants to run through. He's kind of on half health, but he still gets the double kill at the end there, and now Seized has the bomb, but inside the bomb site waiting is nothing, and he's going to win that fight as well. So 10-7. Good attempt, I think, anyway, from Na'Vi. It's not too bad, you know. That smoke could have distracted Freak just enough that maybe they could have made their way in.
Yeah, you got to give it to Freak for the individual play, but also Sean Gares basically moving around his teammates so that they were in an ideal position to deal with that kind of B-split push. Nothing also rotating out a window, establishing the crossfire with Freakazoid. They were right on all fronts there, Cloud9. So the calls can be what makes the difference here. Na'Vi, they've got the Guardians, they've got the Seas, you know, they've got everybody firing on all cylinders, but if you stack the odds in your favor, Cloud9 could come out ahead here. Flamey will be able to gun down Shroud, but then Skadoodle's still holding the line here.
Yeah, gonna get a kill with the Scout as well. That was a great grenade to start off that round with. Practically, I think one of the Na'Vi members there caught the grenade in his hands, but yeah, 10-8. But this is where the big test is going to come through. Cloud9, when they were on the terrorist side, they didn't manage to win this round, and that's how Na'Vi got that great start. They shut down the first buy round, but now it's going to be interesting. If Cloud9 can win this and bring it back to 10-10, there's still a chance they can win this game and put us on to overpass, and we'd love that here. It's a grand finals after all, and it seems like Cloud9 have really had a hard time in the first map especially, and also the beginning of the second map.
And Na'Vi now just going for textbook stuff as well. We do actually have the double push in Upper Dark right now from Cloud9, and this is really cool to see. They're getting so much information.
And they hit the timing perfectly. Flamey has just been looking there, and now he's not, so they have no idea that this is coming. It's going to be very uncomfortable. Guardian has the bomb as well, so if they catch him and kill him, that's going to be really tricky. Sean hesitating, though. He doesn't want to try and tap away with the MP7, and maybe you can't blame him for it, but that means nothing is going down. And now Sean really has to come back big into this round here for them. Otherwise, this is going to be very tricky. Zeus looking the right way. It's almost as if though he knows. 50 seconds on the clock. The bomb up on Catwalk. And Sean trying to just play this on pure instinct. He wants to know when the timing is right. He sees the shadow of the smoke then. And it's going to be getting that kill on Zeus. But he can't pick up the rifle. It somehow bounces away. Steals the M4A1 from his fallen teammate instead. And it's back into a 4v4. Na'Vi have wasted a lot of time now. At least they got that out of the push. 30 seconds, and they're going to be pushing back towards the B bomb site, and he's going to need a lot of backup here. Yeah,
and there's Freakazoid trying to hit that timing with the pop flash through, but all of Na'Vi basically going through the B halls. This is going to be very interesting. They're just going for the run and gun method. Sean Gares on the outside of the site, and he hears the steps too late. He's going to take the peek, but he risks it big, and Sean Gares getting tagged down through those doors. 50 HP left on him, 4-on-4 situation, and Na'Vi with 10 seconds left will just barely get that bomb plant down.
Edward moving a little bit closer. Freakazoid ready to get in through the window if needed, but they are all outside. No one pushing upper here for Cloud9, and Edward, cheeky peek there, going to take down Skadoodle. Freakazoid going to fall as well. Now it's up to Shroud in a 1v3. He sprays one, but he's going to get trapped in there and seized. We'll come up with a double. Guardian as well, and that will be 11-8. Somehow Cloud9 were quite sure that there was going to be someone in middle, because you can tell they threw all those flashbangs to go in and peek it. And that sort of locked them out of the bomb site. It's not too bad playing from outside the bomb site, but what you want to do is be ready for it. So when they come in and try and make the cross, you kill one or two, and then, yeah, maybe they get the bomb down, but you're still in a pretty good position. They definitely got caught way off guard there, Cloud9.
Yeah, expecting this. Well, they're expecting the same kind of B-splits that Na'Vi have been attempting. So they're not realizing that Na'Vi might change it up, and that definitely cost Cloud9 in this situation, but they still had the money, so it's not over yet. Still have the money for a buy, 4 rifles and an AWP on Skadoodle. They're very light on the nades. So again, going for that upper push, but this time around, Flamey instead is actually there to hold, but it's not going to work out for him at all. 2 targets, 1 too many, and he gets overwhelmed, so Flamey is down, and now Cloud9, they just fall back and play from the sides. Standard stuff.
As they should. I feel like the worst thing that happened to Cloud9 right now is if they lose another round and they can't afford that AWP on Skadoodle anymore. They need to keep that alive, and you can tell he only barely has it. He's got nothing else, no armor or anything. So if he gets into a fight with someone in an AK, it's not going to be fun at all. Looking like another split push here coming out. Zeus still playing in the middle. He doesn't have a smoke, but he's got a Molotov. Sean in the back lines here. Good kill on Seized, and he just has to wait. He doesn't have to peek this. Just wait it out, at least until Zeus shows up with a Molotov. He's going to be just fine. And there is Guardian. Zeus going down. Molotov rains in, but it's too late. Sean's already dead, and Edward is alone here. Spraying, not connecting, and nothing defending. Triple kill here. And 11-9. This is actually looking winnable now for Cloud9. They've broken that Na'Vi economy. Their own isn't looking fantastic, but it's enough that they can lose around and still buy.
Yeah, and it felt exactly. If Na'Vi decide to go for pistols here, Cloud9 can start to make that buffer. And so we have what? A P250 and a Deagle. The rest of it Glocks for Na'Vi. So this is a huge opportunity now for Cloud9 to bring it to 10-0, but also get that buffer established and just make life a little bit easier for themselves. Na'Vi going straight up Cat as well. Zeus just wants to get in here. He realizes, wait, they haven't been going aggressive Cat at all. They're actually going default 2-on-2, and so Zeus, this is so much information. He's just barreling up onto that site. Bomb is still waiting around in mid, but Na'Vi, they're just hoping to get a pick at this point, and Freakazoid holding close to CT is going to be able to win that duel fairly easily. Skadoodle will take out Guardian, and that leaves Edward all by his lonesome over here in mid, hoping that somebody's going to go ahead and peek mid. But when it does happen, misses the shot with that Deagle, so nothing going Na'Vi's way in this round.
Going to bring Cloud9 one step closer at 10-11 here. And as you were pointing out, because they hopefully won't lose anyone this round, their economy is actually going to start to really blossom a bit here. They just need to not die to Edward.
Where is the shot? Where is it? I mean, yeah, don't die to the Deagle. But this is a confidence boost and a perfect round. Well done there by Cloud9. This will boost their confidence. This will give them some money, a little bit of breathing room. So important going into this next crucial round right here, where Na'Vi are going to go for the force. Guardian, once again, not having the money for an op, though. And that's a problem. Na'Vi, they're trying to go for quick strats, but you want to get Guardian that sniper rifle no matter what. We've seen the impact that he can have with the gun.
Yeah, I mean, that first half was a bit of a testimony to how important that can be. Nothing pushing up into lower dark, while the rest of Na'Vi, or almost all of Na'Vi, are setting up in upper dark, so he's going to have more targets than he can kill if they all come for him, but if he just walks up behind the timing, oh god, the timing, nothing is here. He's going to get the first kill. He misses a couple of shots, but still, look at Na'Vi, completely confused, and he's going to wall himself up, trying to make sure they can't get to him, and Skadoodle is in middle to help him out, so the Zeus is going to go down. They are trying to see if they can fall back here, but that's a huge flank from nothing. It would have been beautiful if he had got like a triple kill, but just the kill and surviving is still huge for them. And there's Skadoodle picking up a shot, going for another one, missing the flick. Guardian is very nearly dead, though. Grenade, and Guardian is gone. It's going to be Edward alone in a 1v3. The perfect touchdown there from Skadoodle. What a round, and this is going to be the equalize here from Cloud9. 11-11. Edward is being wrapped around as well. Shroud coming in, and Skadoodle gets the quad kill to finish it.
And Na'Vi, not only are they going to be kicking themselves because they lost a round, but they're going to be kicking themselves because that was 4 people. Now, there we go. The pause comes through. They need to slow down the pace here, Na'Vi. That was 4 people watching Upper Dark, or watching the entrance to B. 4. You don't have one guy actually watching Lower Dark when you're setting up? Yeah, how does nothing get in there for free?
Well, they probably lured themselves into sort of a false sense of confidence because they had one guy playing top mid, only he wasn't actually looking middle, he was just further back. So in their minds, they're probably thinking, well, we got like most of the map covered, don't we?
That's on Zeus then. He was that man, top mid.
Yeah.
And, I mean, one thing to go off of perhaps also is that Cloud9 has been going for a double push in Upper Dark. So perhaps Na'Vi are thinking, maybe we'll get lucky, get them, you know, greedy. 4 of us here, boom, we shut them down, we go onto the site. Could be what was behind them, behind the thoughts as well.
Yeah, and nothing able to restrain himself as well. I mean, about a year ago when Nothing was playing CSGO, I think you would have seen him like re-peak a couple of times to get like a couple more kills, just because he you know, maybe just remembering his 1.6 days, thinking, oh, this is 1.6. I would have got all these kills, so I'll just try and go for it anyway. I love the decision. Once you realize this, okay, like I bought the mission, I only got the 1 kill, and I can't get any more. I'll throw that grenade on the Molotov, and then I'll be safe. That's actually a much smarter choice, and sounds easy enough to make that call, but it isn't always. You get a little bit caught up in the action, and you want to do a little bit more. If he goes down, then all of a sudden Na'Vi are they're just shrugging and thinking, well, great, now we're in a good position.
Exactly, and it also is just giving your team so much information, because where do Na'Vi go? So long as you hold the line there and you got somebody alive on B site, there's only one way for Na'Vi to back out of that situation. So either they're going into T spawn or they're going towards B.
Yeah, and got to give a lot of credit to Nothing, honestly. He's been very sick all day. Been fighting to actually just stay mentally in the game as well. But he's got 20 kills. He's top fragging here, and is quite literally carrying Cloud9 back into a victory. Nothing charging up here. It's going to be Shroud though to get 3 kills, and then the Deagle is out. I think he stole this earlier as well. Nothing with the grenade, and Edward alone. And look at the crowd here. They're absolutely loving it. 12-11 is going to be the scoreline. Cloud9 take the round lead for, I guess, the second time in the game if you want to count the first round they won, but it's been a long time coming here. We might be seeing a third map.
Yeah, it's starting to actually look possible now. Na'Vi is just trailing behind. Everybody was in the mid-teens, right? But they really haven't gone anywhere. They're still sitting in the mid-teens, even like halfway through this half, so it's not looking too solid for them at all. Cloud9, though, definitely turning it around, and now we get to see Guardian with the AWP. And there's the shot, and there's the tag. Shongare's down to 35, so Guardian definitely has his eye in still. It's not over yet as far as Na'Vi are concerned. They are battling. They want to close this out 2-0. And Cloud9 expecting the early rush onto B. This is very interesting, putting 3 players on B early like that. They were expecting some kind of shenanigan play coming out from Na'Vi.
Well, I think Na'Vi have been fairly heavy towards the B bomb site, so maybe it's not such a bad call. Question is if they can switch it up and actually get the opening here. As you said, they've got Guardian with the AWP, so if he can win one fight against Skadoodle, that'll leave Shroud alone in the pit, and kind of a tricky retake for Cloud9 on the A bomb site. So Skadoodle's job right here is to get a kill on anyone crossing, but if he fails it, it's much better for him to fall back and try and, team up with Shroud back there and just stay alive and make sure that all Na'Vi have control of his short.
No, that's exactly it. And now he's kind of committed to A slope, and he needs to find Guardian. He's right on the edge, and there it is. Gets the flick. Second man out, though. Zeus is going to follow up, wipe out Skadoodle, and the bomb is going to get planted on this A side with 4 players alive for Na'Vi. Only 3 here for Cloud9, and Shongare's has been tagged, as we saw earlier on, by Guardian, so he's low.
Oh, look at that. HE Molotov combo almost drops Susan. Nothing is there to pick it up. Flamey spraying down one, which is a very important kill there. It's going to be finally the fire dropping Susan. Now it's a 2v2. They're going to have the boost here. Freakazoid being boosted up, but he gets caught mid-boost, and now Sean, there's not a lot that he can do from this position. He's sort of trapped in a crossfire, and he's going to run away, and I think that's definitely the smart play here. That was actually very close to being around for Cloud9.
Seized as well.
Zeus was not far away from being denied the plant actually going through. Because of the HE follow-up, he nearly got killed by the Molotov.
He did?
Yeah, but that was a little bit later. First time, when he was putting down the bomb, he almost got, got caught by it. That was scary. But I mean, Cloud9 at least succeed in getting 3 kills on Na'Vi, which means even as they win this round, you can tell their economy is pretty much still shattered. And Cloud9, on the other hand, they can afford to buy this round and the next one if they need to.
Yeah, exactly. And then the round bonus is going to start kicking in, and Guardian just hitting that time, barely spotting that man. That's all reflex right there. Got a nice nade onto Edward. Is going to drop him low, actually, down around 60 HP. And Cloud9, this time around, they're going back to what's worked so far in this half. 2-1-2 setup, rather than going for the retake A, which was the initial idea in that last round. They put Freakazoid back in mid. They start focusing up on long again. Shroud holding pit. Really hasn't seen too much action, Shroud. I'm feeling like he's starting to fall asleep over there.
Look at that. Oops. Smoke missed because Guardian wanted to get up on the box and couldn't wait his turn there. It's a bit of a tricky situation. They got more smokes, but they might want to use them somewhere else, especially if you're going to go for an A push like this. It'd be great if you can block off the incoming CTs trying to retake with smokes, and we'll see if that's going to somehow make a difference. We'll count and see if Edward is, if Seized is going to need that smoke later on. There's the smoke for mid. Let's see if they can wedge anyone out, force anyone to a peak. I think that's what they want. You can see them up on catwalk, you can see them already long. They're hoping that this action middle is going to inspire someone else from Cloud9, somewhere else on the map, to go and look for what's happening here. And Edward is really trying to sell it, but he is kind of alone. It's not the best sell, but getting a kill on Freakazoid, that's going to be much better. And Shroud will get the one, get the double as they push out long. And Skadoodle picking up Guardian and take it out Zeus as well. This is brilliant. Cloud9, they might be able to do it here. This is going to reset the Na'Vi economy, and a triple kill here.
And that's, I mean, Shroud is basically the key to that round right there. Him getting both kills allows for Skadoodle to not have to worry about getting flanked from long, doesn't allow for the defense to crumble. Instead, he just allows Skadoodle to focus on Cat, land the shots, and just pick Na'Vi apart. I was saying that Shroud might be feeling a little bored over there. Well, there you go. He got his action, and when the time came, he stood up and he did what he had to do. Now,
I mean, actually, I'm
just kind of surprised that they're going for a pause right now. What is this? Because this is actually helping Na'Vi. You don't want to give them a second timeout.
Well, it could be a technical thing, couldn't it? It could be just
It could, knock on wood. Yeah, we lost a player, right? That's right. Okay, so we lost a player. Apparently, one of them dropped out. And this is actually really bad for Cloud9. You don't want to give Zeus
it's true.
time to figure things out.
It definitely will, but, I mean, that happens. There's not a lot we can do about that. I do want to give some credit to Shroud, though. I mean, that double kill in itself is good. It's really important. But what we got to give him credit for is staying put as long as he did. Because once Flamey picked up the kill on Freakazoid in the middle, that's going to give him a lot of motivation to try and move out of his position. And if he's running as they're pushing long, then that's what they were hoping for. That's what they wanted. Instead, he was right on time and didn't move an inch, and that allowed him to get the double kill. So, yeah, well played on Shroud there.
So close. Skadoodle might have hit that shot midair.
Well, look at Na'Vi's economy. I mean, they forced up here, but it's not that impressive, and he almost hits that shot. Skadoodle wants to go for more. It's going to fall back a little bit here. Doesn't want to give anything away, and I think that's the key right now. Just play in groups and make sure Na'Vi are not allowed to steal any rifles or anything like that.
Well, at least they know where what's important is that they know where Skadoodle's playing from now. So it's going to be Freakazoid taking his spot over here on A slope. Nades just sailing in, but a good anti-flash to slow things down for Na'Vi, and a Molotov as well. But Zeus charging out on long, trying to use the smoke to his advantage. He's going to go for that spray fight, and he nearly drops Shroud down to half HP, and Freakazoid is there to save the day. Edward, though, it's all he's going to get. Na'Vi are getting slammed to a stop. It's Guardian and Tiger. They're the last two alive, and Edward is what I mean.
Guardian 25 health, and Edward on just 98 and 45 seconds left. There's no way in at this point here. Bomb is trapped, and they're trying to see if they can inch their way forward, but Freakazoid has the health to fight this. Should be able to take our Guardian out very easily indeed, and there's the shot. Edward, last man, going to go down. Freakazoid with a triple, and it's 14-12. And the local crowd here, they're absolutely loving this. They want to see that third map as well.
And it's looking really likely, because look at this. Na'Vi now have no more money left. It's a really hard decision for Na'Vi. Either you force up now, cross your fingers, and hope you can get the job done with Tech-9s, or you hard eco and save for the last round, and it is going to be the buy. Na'Vi a little bit delayed, but they are going to take it. And Guardian gets the headshot on Freakazoid with the scout.
Oh, that's
though.
That's so dirty. He hit Shroud and Skadoodle as well, but the aggressive push top mid is still working out fairly well here. They're a man up. Shroud coming back into it. He gets down by C's, though. Nice shot with the Tech-9. And 3v3 here. This is the sort of round that Cloud9 can't possibly afford to lose. And Skadoodle going to go down. It's nothing in Sean Gares left. If they lose this, it might burst the Cloud9 bubble here.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to be having flashbacks to last weekend in the Grand Finals versus Fnatic.
Yeah.
That's definitely what's weighing on them right now. So nothing in Sean Gares. They're sticking together. They're going as a pack, and C's going to fall to Sean Gares, so a strong start. But Edward and Zeus still alive. And with 50 seconds left, they could be anywhere on this map right now. Cloud9 still trying to figure it out. Is it B? Is it A? Well, turns out it is, and they don't even put a smoke down. Edward just takes the fight straight up, wins it, and Edward with the double kill at range.
I mean, the plus is that they've got so much money. 13,000 on Shroud. He can easily drop for nothing here. But mentally, this is a big blow to Cloud9. If they lose this upcoming round, if they are forced to eco at any point here, that's going to be very tricky. They still have money for another one, but if Na'Vi win this and the next one, I don't know. This would be a completely devastating loss to Cloud9.
Unacceptable is what?
I mean, it is actually a skill in itself to close out games. Like, that's something that as a team you have to work on and build to. And it's sort of like a collective team mentality. If people start to get a little bit loose towards the end as you know you're winning, if you feel like we've got this, and then suddenly you let go a little bit, you can't do that. You've got to keep the focus all the way to the end. And right now, I mean, you brought up the Fnatic thing. It feels like maybe Cloud9, they just need a little bit of work on that last bit there.
Yeah, no, it's you as a Dane, Anders.
Yeah.
There was a team in recent memory, they had a lot of trouble with this.
Speaking from experience here, you know. I've seen the salt.
But then we saw it once they actually won a finals. The floodgates opened, and they were able to continue to close them. It's a mental block. And so Cloud9 right now, they just need to get 2 rounds to keep their hopes alive and take this map to Overpass.
Should be doable. Na'Vi very slow and careful this round, though. Zeus moving up catwalk, and the bomb is making its way up there as well. Looks like they want to execute Skadoodles here with the AWP. Now would be a good time to show that American AWP off here. He's ready and waiting. Smokes are out. Flashbangs to follow. He misses the first shot and falls back to a new angle, and he goes down to Flamey. Great kill here from the Russian player now. Freakazoid trying to push up, but no bomb plant yet. 10 seconds here. Where's that bomb coming in? Edward finally getting it. 30 health left. If he goes down, the round is done, but he's going to punch in the numbers, and he's going to get it as well, and nothing. He's going to drop to Edward, and that's going to equalize the score. 14-14. Quad kill on Flamey, and we're moving into the 29th round. And everyone on Cloud9 can buy except for nothing, but they should buy. There's no point in saving. Might as well go for it here.
Yeah, you have to do it now. Backs are to the wall. You cannot let Na'Vi get ahead of you here. It's pretty much going to be a tombstone story. And oh no, Flamey through the wall, taking out Skadoodle.
Yeah, that double up setup on Na'Vi's side. They both tagged him, and Flamey got the killing blow there. That is devastating. What a way to start. If Cloud9 lose this round, they'll have no money for the 30th round, and they could end up losing 16-14, and that would be, yeah, heartbreaking.
To say the least. And Na'Vi, they're just going to keep rinse and repeat. Skadoodle's gone. Who do they have to deal with now? Sean Gares with the op. But Freakazoid is trying to hold the line over here on A slope. He's going to get up into Goose. He had success in this position last time, so we'll see if he can reproduce that. Na'Vi, all 5 members. There's no subtlety here. All 5 members are just going to go barreling up. And now it's going to come down to whether Cloud9 can hold the line or not. Smoke goes down to block things off, and now Na'Vi rush around the corner. Double spray for Freakazoid. That's the start. The pop flash as well to slow things down further. Nothing will bring it back, and nothing with a double kill of his own. It's going to be down to Guardian now. 1v3, 45 seconds left, and he needs to get this kill.
Oh, he's sneaking up here, but Freakazoid will get it. The triple. Very nicely played there, and that's going to be map point for Cloud9. They may still bring it back. Na'Vi really don't have a lot of money here. They can buy 2 AKs, and that's pretty much it. And actually, yeah, one of them is... Oh, they have a little bit more. So an AWP for Guardian and an AK and 2 Galils is the mix they're going to go for instead. So trying to spread out that money a little bit. And let's see if Guardian can do it one more time. Not going to happen. Going to get the tag on Sean, but not the kill at least.
In that kind of situation, right? In that kind of situation to come back, being a man down at the beginning of the round. Freakazoid once again doing work for Cloud9.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but it was really obvious that Freakazoid was fighting himself to try and not peak in that situation. He got the 2 kills, and he's going to get another one here, taking down Seized. He's really doing a lot of work for Cloud9 here at the final stages of this game, but Flamey will drop him eventually, and it's going to be back into a 4v4. Skadoodle, with that AWP last time, he fell quickly, and that was Flamey to get the shot. We'll see if Flamey can do it again. Skadoodle is on the other side here, and he's going to take him out. So a bit of revenge, going for another one. He's going to go down to Guardian. And now Edward trying to see if he can get the spray here. Shroud buying time with the counter flash as well. But it looks like it's going to be a bomb plant here for the CIS team. It's a 3v3, and they are gunning for that A bomb side. Shroud looking for a headshot. He drops Zeus, and the bomb as well sprays down Guardian. Edward going to be alone, and it's already been called. GG. Edward making his way up through T-spawn, or CT spawn at the moment, in a 1v3 with 30 seconds left. And Cloud9, what a long map this has been for them, but Overpass is up next. Shroud, he's got the double, he's going to get the triple. There it is. And look at Freakazoid, absolutely fired up.